Here's how I made $37,000 on Payhip, brand new Payhip page without a large following and without paid ads. My name is Adina. This is Adina Talks Money, and this is part of my 30 days of podcast on my Get Your Mind Right podcast right here on YouTube. And I'm a full-time digital entrepreneur / contentpreneur and software developer. And over the years, I've built several 6- and 7-figure digital businesses using written content specifically on various platforms, but also on my own blogs. And today I'm talking to you about Payhip and how I've made, a very decent amount of money on there. But I want to specifically talk to you about this $37,000 that I managed to make with a brand new Payhip page with no paid ads and without a big following. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click any of the links in the description if you're interested in anything, such as the 90-day accelerator to start earning $0 to $10,000 a month in 90 days. And also my Tsunami content challenge, which is coming up on November 1st, which is a 30-day content challenge. So let's get into it. When people hear that I've made $37,000 from a brand new page in just 30 days, they usually think I ran ads or had some massive viral moment. And the thing is, I didn't. No paid traffic, no big team, no perfect funnel. Just an audience I understood very deeply. Content that served them and consistency that didn't flinch. Let me break down how it really happened, because this wasn't luck, it was design. So here's the first step. I started with people, not a product. Before I ever created a single thing, I started a focus group of 100 women over 40 years of age. I found them through my faceless TikTok page, a community I built quietly, posting relatable and empowering content for women in that stage of life. These women weren't random followers either. They were intentional. They represented my ideal customer avatar, but more importantly, they represented a real need. So what I did was I created a Facebook page just for them, a private space to talk, share experiences and vent about their challenges as women over the age of 40. So if you're a woman over the age of 40, you will know there are various challenges that come along with this stage in life. And it's very empowering, I would say, to have a group of other women that are in the same stage of life, and also information that can help you to get through some of the challenges and obstacles that you face at that stage of life as well. So this is where everything for me started to click. Within a few weeks, patterns began to appear. I wasn't guessing anymore. I could see exactly what they were struggling with, what they wanted, and how they expressed it in their own words. And that became the seed of my first digital product. The next step was I built a content ecosystem, not a random posting schedule. Once I understood the problem, I did what every digital entrepreneur should do before launching anything. I educated, entertained, and emphasized. I started creating content that gave real solutions, not vague inspirations, but actual tangible help. I spread that content across various platforms such as TikTok for reach and quick connection, YouTube for depth and storytelling, Medium for credibility and thought leadership, my newsletter for nurturing and conversion. So every piece of content worked together. TikTok brought new people in, YouTube and Medium deepened the trust, and the newsletter turned interest into intimacy. So it wasn't about posting everywhere, it was about showing up everywhere with purpose. The next step was I launched my product at the right time. So after 8 weeks of giving value and building community, I finally realized my first digital offer, a simple ebook bundle. It included an ebook, a workbook, a planner, and 2 short video lessons. I priced it confidently because it wasn't just a bundle, it was a complete transformation in one package. I didn't need to chase customers, they were already waiting. Because when you show up every day solving someone's problem, your launch doesn't feel like a sale, it feels like a natural next step. This is quite important, this part. It feels like a natural next step because they've received all the free content, they've seen all the content, they're like, oh, this is amazing, I love it. But there's something more that they need in order to go to take it to the next level. And the natural next step is to purchase a digital product from you, whether it be an e-guide, whether it be a course, whether it be coaching or whatever it's going to be to actually push them to their next level. The next step was I used Payhip like a platform, not just a checkout page. Most people treat Payhip as a digital shelf. I treated it like my home base. I posted daily, every day, blog post right on Payhip. If you didn't know, Payhip has a blogging function. And I've created a video about how to actually get to that blog, because a lot of people don't really know that it's even there. So I posted relevant insights and practical tips. It helped with SEO, boosted engagement, and turned my Payhip page into a living space for my audience. That consistency made me visible inside Payhip's ecosystem and on Google. It's a quiet form of digital compounding, one that most creators overlook. I was on my Medium page the other day and I posted an article about this one trick that I've used to boost my Payhip sales, and that was blogging on Payhip. And I had a few people come and say they didn't even know that Payhip had something like this, because I don't think Payhip really publicize it very much. They don't really talk much about it. They haven't got many tutorials about it. So it's quite interesting. Anyway, I stayed ruthlessly consistent. My content rhythm looks like this: daily posts on Medium, Payhip and YouTube, 3 weekly emails to my list, cross-promotion of every piece of content on Pinterest, Flipboard and soon SlideShare and Reddit. I wasn't chasing perfection, I was chasing momentum, because momentum compounds faster than motivation ever could. The real reason I made $37,000 is, it wasn't the bundle, it wasn't the platforms, it was the alignment. I understood my audience, I gave them real value before asking for a sale, and I created a content system that worked for me daily, even when I wasn't online. That's the quiet power of building a digital business the organic way, not through hype, not through hard selling, but through human connection, clarity, and devotion to solving one specific problem. When people ask what I'd do differently next time, my answer is simple: nothing, except do it bigger, with even more intention. Because once you learn how to listen to your audience, every launch becomes easier, every sale feels natural, and every product feels like an extension of your purpose. And that's where real freedom lives. So if you want to learn how to build a system like this from scratch, join my upcoming workshop on creating profitable digital ecosystems, where I'll show you exactly how to turn your content into consistent income, even with a small audience. So you can click the link down below so you can join up, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.